Hi, I'm Mr. Simons. In this video, a couple of ideas for how you could solve cash flow problems. So in business studies, when you are looking at a business, one of the problems it could experience are cash flow struggles. And what this means is that not enough cash is coming into the business to cover its expenses. So we're thinking about how do we get more money to come into the business more quickly so that it's not short in terms of being able to pay the expenses that are necessary for the business to run. The reason why we care is that someone once said to me, and I think you could find it in a lot of different places, that cash is the lifeblood of any business. That if you squeeze off cash, just like with the human, in terms of blood, that you would essentially kill the business. That it needs money coming in on a consistent basis to cover its expenses, to keep the lights on, the employees paid, and the stock bought so that it continue its operations. So if the business is in a situation where it is not having enough money coming in, there are a couple of things that it could do. In fact, let's focus on 3 things that it could do. The first thing is, let's tackle the expense side. So a business doesn't want a situation where large expenses fall due all at the same time, because then no matter how much cash is coming in, you might struggle to pay all those expenses. So what you want to try and do is schedule the payments over the course of the year to try and even out the amount of money you need to spend. So you could be working with your suppliers in terms of saying, we were going to pay you, but we would like to manage this in a more ordered process. So this is the kind of payment terms or schedule that we would like to do. Maybe you are changing your yearly payments to monthly, so it's easier to balance it out over the course of the year period. And the other thing is that you are only paying the expenses when they actually fall due. So you're not trying to get ahead of the game and pay expenses before that they need to be paid, because then that might leave you short on cash for the next period. So you're really trying to spread out all of your expenses in an orderly and structured fashion over the course of the year so that the cash you need to pay is much more predictable. So on the cash inflow side of things, maybe we offer discounts for early payments. So for people that owe our business money, we say, if you pay early, we will give you a discount on the money you owe us. So this could be for customers, this could be for other people that the business is involved with. The key thing is that it is better to get maybe 95 or 97% of money that you are owed on time rather than getting 100% of what you are owed too late. That you want to make sure that cash continues to flow and is then matched up with the expenses that you incur. So a final point, which is kind of related, is that if a business has debts and they've been unpaid for a substantial period of time, maybe they've become aged debts, then a business could contact a factoring company to essentially outsource accounts receivable and get money straight away. So the way it works is that, say a business has got a bunch of debt that's unpaid for a long period of time, it needs the cash now, so it'll go to a finance firm and it will say, here is the accounts receivable, and the finance firm will say, we will pay you most of this, but not all, and then we will give you as a business the cash now, say 90% of accounts receivable, and then the finance company will then go chase it up themselves and get the full amount, in their eyes hopefully, and make that margin. So essentially business is saying, we will accept less money to have cash coming in right now. And it kind of relates to that point that I was just saying, which is 95, 97 or 90% of the money that you are owed now may be more valuable than 100% of the money too late. So this is information in terms of the context of business studies as a high school subject. It's not advice or financial advice in the context of if you are running a business, you should definitely see an actual professional. But the question is that if you're given a situation where a business is suffering from cash flow challenges, where more money is going out than coming in, cash outflow exceeds inflows, what can you do? So I've given you 3 strategies there: scheduling payments, offering discounts for early payment, and then engaging a finance firm to run a factoring operation to get the cash now and let someone else collect your accounts receivable. Anyway, if you want to clarify anything or ask any questions, put that in the comments. If the video is useful, a like really helps, so don't be shy. And I'll see you in the next one.